And her performance is a very, very and extremely powerful one titled Hibiscus. She is none other than Dr. Theyiesinuo Keditsu from Kohima, Nagaland, a state which is in the northeastern part of India. Dr. Keditsu is a feminist poet, a folklorist, a writer, and an educator. She is the co founder for the Center of Indigenous Knowledge and Alternative Learning and advocates the revival of indigenous Naga textiles and women's narratives through her popular Instagram avatar, Mekla Mama. She has published two books of poetry, Sophyuno and Wake, under the pen name of T. Keditsu, and has contributed to a number of anthologies and journals in her academic and literary capacities. Her poem Hor was translated into Gujarati by Sitanshu Yashachandra, and Dr. Keditsu also has a PhD in cultural studies from Tata Institute of Social Sciences, Mumbai. Her research focuses on contemporary Naga culture, indigenous knowledge, indigenous feminisms, and the oral and written literatures of Nagaland. She is widely sought as a motivational speaker and compared and conducts trainings in diction, communication, performance, and creative writing. With over 15 years of teaching, Dr. Keditsu has taught at Sazoli College in Jotsoma, Nagaland, and at Hindu College and Delhi University. She is currently professor in Kohima College in Kohima, Nagaland. And today, Dr. Keditsu's presentation, as I mentioned at the beginning of introducing the segment, is titled Hibiscus, and I leave you to absorb the message that she shares through this powerful poem and her performance. May we have the video for Dr. Keditsu's performance, please? Thank you.
Hibiscus. Oh no, we don't do things as barbaric and heartless as burning brides for money or killing fetuses because they are female. No, we grow and temper our women to bend without breaking, or if they must break, to break without a fuss, silently, in stealth, in secret, in solitude. A woman's pain should not be a spectacle for others to see and pity. No, we teach our women resilience so they can survive without succor and bloom without months of rain like the hibiscus. Solitary tongues of nightwing must have seen Sophyuno that night, helpless. Had the hibiscus stood watch, her tale may not have ended with stone, a chronicler's subtle way of killing, but told of how the red-tongued flower turned terrifying goddess and helped her survive, slaying her tormentor and brought back his head, severed and bleeding on a bamboo bending from the weight of the silence custom demands from women, cursed to suffer, acts that have no words or place in chronicles men tell their sons, but are passed on silently, like our stones and monoliths, outliving generations of men, speaking silently of things that cannot be told, but must be known, like the many-forked tongue of the hibiscus, a voiceless Babel, hissing at the way men congress to discuss matters or fight for their honor, wearing cloths dyed by women with madder that bid enemies to kill and take the heads of the dyers. Aged women who give the last of their strength to bend over vats of red, or those whose hands stained blue or black, so the stories of women can survive as patterns on cloth, branding our sons who will grow to forget their mothers survived the tyranny of men and become tyrants who shun the counsel of women, demand silence and absence from spaces of power, and take pride in compelling their wives and daughters to bend to their will. In the shadows of pink cherry blossoms, briefly bursting on our hills, the sturdy hibiscus blooms in blood. But as blood only seethes red while it flows and turns to rust after the killing, so too the red of the hibiscus menstruates and browns into the colors of dead earth before it fades like the deeds of our mothers we recall through muted sepia. Reaching and grasping for memories pulled into the quicksand of wars and apathy, while so many women survive now still because the light in their children's eyes wept through times when life is killing their spirits, parting woman from woman by servitude to fathers, brothers, husbands, and sons, silently eating into the times mothers spent sharing their dreams with their daughters at dawn, when hibiscus woke from wandering the realm of sleep, where our men wearing newly woven clothes bent over rivers and prepared to cut them into new roads for their sons, and brazenly called the hills to bend and bow to them. Prophecy from an old dying religion that men cleansed in new blood do not suffer, blind to the life that yet lives in our forests, and the blood that throbs in the hibiscus, which was used by ancients to cure the very ailments men now fight to survive, even as their women inter the shame of their men into unmarked graves of silence. And so, while their men learnt warfare and ventured out to avenge a killing, our foremothers learnt to teach their daughters they must bend to survive, suffer silently, for dows of men and not droughts kill the hard-wearing hibiscus.